So I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited for Splatoon 3. Honestly, it's been a little while since I've played Splatoon 2 and I kind of fell out of things a bit, but when Splatoon 3 was announced, I remembered just how much I love this little franchise and how much I want to play it again. Splatoon is actually developed by the same people who play Animal Crossing, and many of you who know me know that I am a huge Animal Crossing fan, so I've always really loved Splatoon 2, even though the games are pretty different. So in this video, I want to take a look at some of the secrets and hidden details and new changes that you can expect in Splatoon 3. So if you're excited, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more content. Of course, with Splatoon 3, we expected to see even more customization options, and this is definitely true of the game. As you can see, there are a ton of new eye colors which you can choose from now that weren't in Splatoon 2. So when it comes to customizing your character in this game, it seems like you've got a ton of different options, and I'm sure that even more customization options will get revealed in the coming months, so we can see how we can truly design our characters. Either way, it's great to see so many options like this that weren't in the previous game. And as you can see, there are even some options for kind of like dual eye colors, which is definitely really cool. Speaking of customization options, you can now have an eyebrow slit, which I know is something that people have been really excited about. It's just an example of how this game seems to be giving us so many more options to customize and design our character, which I think is really a great thing because you have such an identity in this game and so many people are going to see you when you play online, so it's really fantastic that you can pick the right kind of look for your character. Don't get me wrong, I do think Splatoon 2 did a really good job with this, but I'm happy that Splatoon 2 is giving us even more options to customize because that's definitely something that we need. I got this post from Reddit user Moss Eater, and they said, "I feel like this has been a little bit overlooked. The hat shop is on top of Ammo Nights. The balcony with the hats is clear, but not too many people have pointed out the sign." So this is definitely an interesting change, and it looks like there's going to be lots of different levels to this main hub world, which is really exciting. I love the idea of kind of roaming around the stairs and having to climb all kinds of different levels to get to different places. I think that's going to be really fantastic, and although there was plenty of room in Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, I think having an even bigger space to explore between matches and online play is a really great idea, and I'm going to get into even more details about this place very soon into this video. This Reddit user seems to have discovered a hint towards the Splatoon 3 idols which have yet to be revealed as of me making this video. Garden of Sun Foxes has taken a deep look and seen some things which could indicate the future idols of this game. So it is entirely speculative, but I definitely think they're onto something here, and it'll be really interesting to see when those characters are actually revealed. Interestingly, Nintendo actually posted an ad for a level designer for Splatoon 3, and it kind of mentioned redesigning old levels in the game. That means that some of the stages that we know and love from Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1 definitely could make a return here in Splatoon 3. They might look a bit different, however, if we're getting a new level designer to work on them and adjust them for the Splatoon 3 experience. So I'm really curious to see what stages could actually return to this game. I think there's a lot of potential for some of the more popular ones to make a comeback, and I definitely hope they do, because there were so many really great stages in Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1. So we'll just have to wait and see to, see what comes of this, but hopefully we will get to see some of our favorite levels make a comeback here in Splatoon 3. Let's take a look at the amazing hub world which is called Splatsville, the newly discovered city of chaos. Nintendo says it has a dated feel yet seems densely populated. Research indicates that Splatsville's development has accelerated rapidly since the final Splatfest a year and a half ago, even though it's located far from Inkopolis. So for people wondering, the new hub world isn't set in a ruined Inkopolis, it's entirely a new place called Splatsville, and this place is absolutely insane. It looks massive, and there are so many little details that you could get from this place, so I wanted to go over some of the really fun and small ones here in this video. Of course, one of the main things that people seem to be talking about is the prospect of apartments and actually getting your own apartment in this place. I think that would be a really incredible idea, especially if you could decorate it with furniture. I guess then we might be getting a little bit too close to Animal Crossing, though it actually kind of reminds me of Tomodachi Life with all the big apartments that they had in that game. you know what, I'm behind this idea. I really would like to see apartments. Even if we can't live in one ourselves, I think it would be really cool if we could see other characters' apartments and kind of get an idea of the lifestyle that they live. You know, maybe some characters will be slobs, maybe some apartments will be really spooky and abandoned, others will be really stylish and high-end, and we'll just get a really good idea of how the different characters living in Splatsville actually live. I think that would be really cool. So taking a deeper look into the details of Splatsville, we can see that there are little stop and go signs which are really cute. I imagine that we might see some vehicles kind of roaming around this little area, so it's necessary to have those in this sort of big, densely populated city so there's no accidents. I'm not too sure the residents are going to actually follow the rules though and stop when it's red and go when it's green, but we'll just have to see. Another cool thing which kind of ties into this is the little motorbike shop. I think it'd be really neat if our character could get our own motorbike and kind of ride it around, which kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild, how Link had a motorbike. I actually think it's a lot more fitting here in Splatoon 3, so it would be kind of cool if we could get our own vehicle, and maybe you could buy it from this shop and customize it and etc, you know. However, it kind of just seems like this is more like a backdrop and some scenery for the city, rather than an actual functional building where you can buy stuff. Who knows though, anything is possible with this game, truly. There's also another place which kind of looks like a little sort of post office. The thing outside certainly looks like a post box to me. I might be being stupid here, it might not be anything like that at all, but that's kind of the vibe that I got from this place. Maybe instead of sharing your messages like you do in Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, you would actually write letters or something similar to that. That would definitely be a cool and different kind of idea, so yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at those details. I know that big fans of Splatoon will have probably known most of these already, but I just think it's really fun to analyze these new games and see what's going on and all that they have to offer, so I hope you enjoyed all the same. If you did, be sure to leave a like to show support, and leave a comment to let me know if you're excited for Splatoon 3 and what changes you're hoping to see the most.